My name is Sandra Uni, and I'm the Executive Director of the United Way of the Brown County area. We are located in southwest Minnesota, and we're really proud of the agencies that we work with the United Way. And I have a visit with someone named Carrie Borkert with here tonight, and she's going to be telling us a little bit about how her partner agency or her agency interacts within our community. So you are with ARS.
Yeah, so ARS, it's Adaptive Recreational Services Incorporated. It's a leisure activity company, I guess you could say, that works with teens and adults with disabilities. We offer social, recreational, and educational events in the evenings to get our folks out of their homes into the community, engaging their brains and making connections.
That's neat. Now, you guys were just in the paper, or just recently I thought I saw something on Facebook.
Oh, we're on Facebook all the time.
I know.
That is our main form of communication. We're like movie stars when we're on Facebook, and so that is how I communicate with the world outside of ARS, is those of my participants who are comfortable being photographed. I tell our stories in pictures.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was going through, we were on a trip over, and I was looking at, just scrolling through all of my partner agencies, and I looked at your page, and I was just impressed.
Yeah.
So what is ARS? If I were to explain it to someone coming from a different state.
So I had a really inspired day one day, and I wrote a blurb about what ARS is. And I know it's not, great to read, but I'm going to read because I was inspired this day. So Adaptive Recreational Services Incorporated has served the community of New Ulm since 1982, providing educational, social, and recreational activities to teens and adults with disabilities. Founded in 1982, shortly after the first residential group home facility opened in New Ulm, a group of concerned family members and community leaders recognized a need for adaptive recreational opportunities for this demographic of the community. Adaptive Recreational Services, Inc. continues to provide meaningful and adaptable programming to teens and adults with disabilities throughout the region, now serving a 6-county area of Brown, Watonwan, Sibley, Nicollet, Renville, and Blue Earth counties. There are 155 registered participants. Several different types of events are offered based on participant likes and involvement, with those indicators being the gauge for success and continuation of the event. Events currently include league bowling, bingo, board game and card game nights, music therapy, DJ and karaoke dance parties, adaptive pottery or ceramics with a skilled instructor, adaptive canvas painting with a skilled instructor, arts and craft activities, advocacy group meetings, guest speakers, use of the recreation center amenities as a group, use of local parks as a group, attendance at concerts in the park in the summer months as a group. Adaptive Recreational Services, Inc. currently has a partnership with Open Arts Minnesota, and we co-host People First of New Ulm, which is a disability advocacy group. Open Arts Minnesota is also the parent company of the United We Stand Players of New Ulm, which is the theater group consisting of teens and adults with disabilities who rehearse and perform original plays every 2 years with topics pertaining to the disability world, coming up in April. We also partner with Martin Luther College through a program called New Friends through the Jesus Cares Ministry, and this fosters relationships with college students and our teens and adults with disabilities. Monthly events are held at MLC Cafeteria with a buffet meal, a devotion or a craft, and an activity following. ARS is not a national, state, or regional organization. It is unique to New Ulm, and it is a local company that provides these activities by receiving a monthly stipend from the City of New Ulm Park and Rec Department, obtaining grants, like through United Way, organizing fundraisers, accepting donations, all while keeping the cost low to zero for our participants, because many of them live at or near the poverty line. So that day, I was just inspired to write this, I think, for probably a grant, and this is ARS in a nutshell. On a nice little piece of paper, that is ARS.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
I love that. Can I get a copy of that?
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So I was not aware that it's pretty much local
It is, yeah.
It's not an entity of a larger company.
It is not, and we receive no government funding per se, other than, like I said, we're under that park and rec umbrella. We don't bill insurance. We're not a fee-for-service base. We are not day services. We are on our own, and yeah.
Do you have a board that works with you?
Yes, I do have a governing board. So right now, I'm the only employee at Adaptive Recreational Services. When I came on in 2016, there were some part-time activities assistants as well, but then COVID happened and it just upended everything, right? After COVID, we looked at budgeting constraints and just all of those things, and it didn't make sense to have activity assistants who then maybe couldn't write the check to the vendor or offer transportation if there was an emergency. So it just kind of became obvious that I was able to do it, so I'm just going to do it. That may change. There have been times where I have to just cancel an activity because of a family emergency or something. My participants struggle with that. We're very like, what does my day look like oriented?
And well, and there's an expectation.
Yeah, and so if I yank that rug, it is hard. So it's probably not the best model to run the company, but it's been working for 10 years. So
well, and it's been working well.
Right.
Did you not receive the 100 Women Who Care grant?
We did.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so that was really amazing. So when 100 Women Who Care started, I mean, my feelers went up right away because just who my husband and I are, we're very committed to New Ulm. We love New Ulm, and any organization we can help, we will. So this was just my way, Carrie Borkert, sliding out from Dave Borkert's coattails or whatever, and finding my place. And I sat through several 100 Women Who Care events, I guess you could say, not really thinking, what do they call that, imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
Not really thinking that ARS might fit the criteria. But I finally got brave, and I finally put our name in. And, it's a hat choosing. We didn't get chosen the first time, but the second time we did, and I got to talk. And we won. We were voted, and because of the match and the 100 Women Who Care money, we got $16,000 that year, and so that was amazing.
That is amazing.
It was just such a load off because, by just me sitting and talking with other women, my participants just people know us.
That's great.
And it's amazing. Yeah.
That's great. So I have yet to attend a 100 Women Who Care, but is it open to the community? How does it work in case they're one?
Yeah, they've actually taken a break. So participation did dwindle a little bit, and I think you know that with United Way as well. Giving is just... It's upended right now just because of the world we're living in. There's just not extra money out there. So 100 Women Who Care is on a break. And so we'll see if in the future if that'll come back. It really was a great opportunity. I alone can't fund an organization, but 100 of us can.
Exactly.
And so they do, I believe, have a Facebook page. Watch it and see if they decide to reorganize.
Neat.
Yeah.
Neat. And do they have a board too, or how does that work?
I'm not extremely certain. There were 3 women who were kind of the spearheads, and so I'm not sure how that will continue.
Oh,
yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
And that, again, it's a very unique program. And while the idea isn't a new idea,
right,
it's due to the New Ulm area.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so that's great.
And when they open back up, could they go to the website, and if you lived in Sleepy Eye or Springfield or Comfrey or Hanscom, would you still be able to participate?
I believe so. I think it's like it's kind of like the United Way of the Brown County area. It's kind of like New Ulm is the name on it because we're kind of maybe the big town. But I think it is New Ulm area, let's say.
Yeah.
And that's how I would perceive it.
Right.
But
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I have to ask you a question that would stump you, what is the best part of your job?
The best part of my job is that I'm an introvert. I know, right? And so I struggle to make friends. I stay in my own little shell. So with my two jobs, ARS, and I also work at Kids Connection at the school, I get paid to have friends. And so That's the best part of my job is I have this network of great people that I learn something from every day. I learn humility. I learn about the world. I'm a better person because of all of my friends. So that's the best part of my job.
And I think most nonprofit directors would say the same kind of thing.
I would assume, yeah.
It's the good feeling you get when it works.
Right.
When it's working
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, now, the toughest day ever.
Yeah, so the toughest day is looking at the budget and knowing that I want to offer something that everybody does. Everybody can take a trip to Florida, and well, my participants can't. Why? Well, there are several reasons. Money, physical disability, intellectual disability, navigating, transportation. So just trying to keep my activities meaningful and adult oriented so that we feel like we matter and that we have a voice and that we aren't forgotten and we aren't marginalized.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Wow. You did great. Didn't
Thank
leave
you.
me much for questioning,
Yeah,
but no,
yeah.
just kidding. And again, you are?
So I'm Carrie Borgert. I'm the coordinator for Adaptive Recreational Services in New Ulm, Minnesota. We go by our acronym ARS. You can find us on our website, ARS. No, now I got to think about this. I don't email myself. NUARS.org is our website. Our Facebook is Adaptive Recreational Services. We do have a parent Facebook, which is ARS New Ulm, but you'll find us on Facebook mainly. That's where I show you my friends.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. In 10 years.
Yeah, so I've been there since 2016, working on good 10 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well, again, ARS was new to me when I moved back to the New Ulm area, and so it was one of those things I was always kind of interested in. I see Carrie a lot, and I've seen the grant applications come through, but I haven't ever been able to just sit down one-on-one with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited that we had the chance to do this today.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing these. Thank you for being the fiscal agent with United Way and helping disperse those grant funds and helping us help people.
And again, there's a saying, it takes a whole tribe. We can't do it without you guys.
Right.
And we go to Steve at NewCat, and he helps us out by giving us airtime. So it's just the power of people working together.
Right, and yes, so what can you do in New Ulm and in the region? You can donate to the United Way. You can donate to ARS. You can donate to wherever you feel in your heart deserves the donation. There are so many organizations like mine that have different but the same needs and the same goodwill in the area. So whatever resonates with you, just give if you can.
That's great. And so one more time, how do we contact you?
Yes, so let me get this correct this time. We have a website. It is NUARS.org. That has all of our information, my email, our phone number. You can also certainly go on the United Way website and find the link to us as well. I have a small office in the community center in New Ulm at 600 North German. I'm never there during the day because I work in the evenings with my friends, but stop at the community center, talk to someone in ARS. You can find me. I'm in the phone book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you for sharing your time and a little part of your day with the United Way on our Living United segment. Have a great day.
Thank you.